misleader babereki ka mokgwa hore babereki ba kubilwe ke ba ne ba kubua ke Brink na sa kobe babereki ba kubilwe ke expelled in the same pot ya suspend my salary and the like. They must be investigated and be dismissed. They must be investigated.
Who's that?
Colonel is the Deputy Director in Water and Sanitation in Tshwane, because
so him meets us thing at makaka and so on. The only thing no transigire no transigutele meets thing o abone lona utlwe monka thing, but you've been there, you've seen it. There was status ne mara heke kubiwa ake kubelwe dilo tsa city ke kubelwa ntha status ake tsoro mtlhalwana na gore ke beile something go statusing ke beile ke this is Mashiane.
You take his certificate and you put it on your status for everyone to see. You think you're not defaming him, you think you're not acting him, you think you are not embarrassing him, according to you.
Remember, nna ke bete motho ke pallwa le ko do bola khogo tane nka beta motho ka ndra e buima. So
bale ba kubilweng ba boe and other issues. People were fired for wanting their own increments. And hope for this new government that's gonna come, it will do for the city of Tshwane and the employees.
Babereki ba kry salary increment ya bona ifeleletse in the city of Tshwane o ya le ka collective agreement ye isainweng again. Le hore babereki ka moka ba city of Tshwane ba kubilweng ba kubiwa illegally, then ba buswa mmerekong with immediate effect. Re bolela ka ene, re bolela ka immediate effect, re bolela ka gona bjanong, re banyaka bjanong mmerekong bjalo ka today e le labone o feleleditswe sitting ya remove arrogant leadership.
Mashiane politically incorrect Kitwere people from the city, you would know when this new administration led by the ANC, and of course I insist that it's led by the ANC because the ANC says themselves they are leading this coalition in the city of Tshwane. The mayor is Nosipi Moya. What they said when I was interviewing them, they spoke about correcting the wrong part of the D administration, where they got rid of employees in a way that is not correct. So I've gotten these employees, they're going to tell us about themselves, what are their issues, and we unpack them going from there. Comrades Dumela. Please, man, introduce yourself to our listeners. No,
Dumelang fellow South Africans. Kitani Mthethwa, known as Mini Cooper, a former employee ka mo city of Tshwane ka mo HR, o a kubilweng ka unfair dismissal ka 2023 ka November. Ke feleditse o kra pay ka November, ke kra pay ke tsama le unfair dismissal.
Okay, which November?
2023.
2023, okay. Seshoka?
Commander's money. Moke Seshoka, Eric Teboho, from the city of Tshwane, employees. And I'm not regarding myself as a dismissed employee. I'm hired by the city of Tshwane. Issue ya dismissal. Ki issue ya bo Ronald Opelt a tlhakanele Department of Water and Sanitation, a ka kubua ke municipality. Remember, at some point, I once alluded to other employees who bontšha gore but Ronald Opelt and Gerald and their in the formation of crooks never dula ba misleader ba bereki ba nnetse gore ba misleader ba bereki ka mokgwa gore ba bereki ba kubilwe ke ba ne ba kubua ke Brink na sa kobe ba bereki ba kubilwe ke Opelt umpuditse ka wa o molomo na sa botse nna but na bolela generally in the office are ba bereki ba banana gore ba tla kry salary increment, they will never get it, then they must just be dismissed. So never targeta department ka department, ba targeta ba bereki ba ba bona gore a bana mo ba tla tshabelang gona, because even the union is wrecked. But our SAMU is wrecked. So our union here returning more municipality is wrecked. Even now is still wrecked. Because ahona anything ye batla ya ba engage ka yona le city council ba boya le best results for the employees. So kaleo why am I saying I'm not regarding myself as a dismissed employee ke gore I received the letter ya dismissal ka October 29 October. So I challenged dismissal ko bargaining council. Once the dismissal has been challenged, ibe wa aside, because re challenger mo structuring se se lo sa maleba structure sa bargaining council, that is a forum of the CCMA. So by right, by all of those who are in this particular in the same pot, suspend my salary and the like, they must be investigated and be dismissed. Ronald Opelt okara that pot walevela your kernels ka mo water and sanitation batho ba senang le qualifications ja mmereko wa bona, because when you see their operation gives us a question.
Wait, sorry man, where the issue didn't hear may not get chance for feedback.
Okay.
Are you saying when you were dismissed you challenged it?
Yes.
So by law, when you challenge it, you expect to continue receiving salary?
Yes, because
are you receiving salary as we speak?
Not receiving salary as such, but to suspend their dismissal. Why? Because their dismissal, I challenged it to be unfair. Okay. Dismissal.
All right. So as we speak, are you receiving salary?
I'm not receiving salary. So,
and you are contesting that by law, because you are contesting that dismissal, you should be receiving salary?
Yes, because by right now, the matter is sub judice, okay. Other than or in their own way or in their own thinking, okay, that they must suspend my salary, because suspending salary ko safarisa an individual.
All right, hold it there. You are a shop steward, right?
I'm a former shop steward.
Former shop steward. Yes. Okay, sharp. King Meusa?
The former shop steward is
Samu.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So what was Meusa?
Meusa is the mushrooming union.
Okay. So is it an recognition?
No,
in the state?
In a formative state.
Okay, no, it's fine.
Yes.
So you are a breakaway from Samu.
No, we are not a breakaway. Why? Because nobody dismiss against the.
Oh, okay, no, sharp. Hey. So let me get to the point where you are speaking about people who do not have qualifications. What qualifications is it?
Then when you are in the office, then there is issue of duties and responsibilities. Once you open local operator, the very same duties and know the responsibility of you in this particular office, then it shows straight away that you're not qualified in the office. Why? Because you can't operate. What?
No, because I need to be clear. So failure to do your job and not having qualifications are two different things. So I'm saying who is failing and the name of the person, and do you think he does not have qualification because he's failing?
Yeah, Colonels. He must be investigated.
Who's that?
Colonels is the Deputy Director in Water and Sanitation in Tshwane, because let me give an example. On Abianong, we have got grievances in the workplace. Then when you submit a grievance, then he's fighting you, that you are fighting him. Then he takes grievance as a fight, tool to fight. And in our own understanding, the grievance is not a tool to fight. The grievance is a way to complain of an employee to the employer or management.
So is he qualified or not?
He is not qualified for the office.
Qualification, paperwork, because I want our audience to know where are we.
Operation in the office as deputy director.
He's incompetent or he's unqualified?
Incompetent.
Or he's incompetent?
He's incompetent.
Oh, but he's qualified.
So I believe he is not qualified. In terms of balance of probability, in terms of balance of probability, you will find that he's not qualified.
Oh, you are not sure about this? I'm
not quite sure of his document, but what is it is that when you cannot operate the office, or refer doubt.
Oh, no, I understand.
Onale qualification ye proper na, or utseni ka sebruru skapo, or utseni ka lebala na.
All right.
That's something say lo rose nida u clarify wa ene or se clarify we properly. Ka bagala ra renya go re be ma ba ka ba re ke di allegations.
Kinyo fa time chance.
Ba dire this thing ba investigate.
Okay.
So he is not qualified. Operation ya high.
What if you find that he's qualified?
Then he will contest the qualifications. Check out now to qualify because
what do you know?
Unalo record qualifications.
Wait, do you know academic qualification for that post or inyaka in post EU?
Inyaka or you must have PhD.
PhD?
Yeah.
That level that he's occupying?
Yeah. And
you think he does not have?
He doesn't have.
Okay, what is the name of the post?
I believe he doesn't even have a metric.
Wait. Okay, what is the name of the post? Is it director or deputy director?
Director.
All right, it's fine. Hold it there. Please just tell us the circumstances of your unhappiness with your dismissal.
Yeah, man. Because Agare, he was the one who was representative. He was my representative.
Okay. Your case.
My hearing.
Yes.
It was him and Comrade Valentine Matlan.
Okay.
The thing is, 2023 incident ya dismissal. Ki hearsay ya hore I was coming late at work. Ne? There was this thing ya water crisis. Elori happened kwa Manskral. So when the minister Mahlobo was in Jubilee Hospital, I was also not well on that day. And then I was also supposed to go and see my uncle at the Jubilee Hospital. So what happened there? Heke fetsa ho tloa go doctor yak. Ke ile go Jubilee because of go tsenwa ka 3 to 4 tshwantse ke bone maramang. So the minister, he asked hore metsi a bolaileng batho for cholera a kiwa ko kae. Now they said to the minister metsi a kiwa ko Ward 5, which is Montana. Mina ebegere no man, comrade, let's not play games here. We are talking about the lives of the people who are batho go fetsa. Metsi a ko Amaskral a kiwa ko Royval. The minister asked, where is Royval? Karno, I'll show you. As a member ya ko Amanskrala ya community. That's where incident I started with. Now, after who bonsa minister ko Royval, the following day, nearly May.
Hold it there so we can package it. So you are saying you think the reason you are dismissed from the city is you embarrassed the city of Tshwane by showing the minister the actual place where they are picking up water to go and give residents. And what is wrong with that place that picking up water?
That place is not considered for
Okay, so
that's what the minister himself said it kamulomwa.
Okay.
Pleke ya nkaso ke yona e hilwa e khiwang mitsi e o khilwang mitsi e lore a iswa kwa Maskral. But because of negisna taba le dilo tseo ne ke tlela issue or lenna because of I'm a residential in Maskral. This thing it also affect me. And then it does not affect only the community of Amaskral. As an official by that time, it also affect me because lenna he kitswa Amaskral la kitla toropong. So he meets us thing atswa makaka and so on. Re tlhapa ka metsa nka makaka. Wantlana. The only thing it ne tshwantse ke re no tshwantse go tlele metsa teng o a bone le wena o tle monkwa teng, but you've been there, you've seen it. So the following day I received a call from Ronald Opel asking me hore ke ko kae. Kare am home. Kare ko tlhaloseditse ba mfile majaji are ke kopela o tle Tshwane. It's urgent, yes. Why? I don't know, there's a guy who spoke to him yesterday. It's a MMC Timberforce and so on. But oh yeah, I remember the guy because the mayor was supposed to be there. Even Mayor
Hold it there. Who is
Timberforce?
No, Timberforce was the MMC of utilities at the time.
Yes.
Who the person who called you? Who is he?
My boss called me.
Oh, he's okay. What is his position?
Is the director?
Divisional director, yeah, labor relations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so part of HR.
Yes.
Okay.
So what happened? Or
On the phone or when you came?
when I came.
Okay.
I came.
Were you supposed to be on duty?
No, I
when
was
he
not
called
supposed to be on duty. But he said, into personal.
Yes.
Then I came to Tshwane. I think, if I still remember vividly, it's in 11, 12. This guy, there was an intro where he Yena nanana hore ke motho a dilori. Ka mokgo approach ya ya buletseng a re no. I thought maybe so hore ke mmotse hore ke nna John. It was going to be like horare I'm playing politics. So I must tell him ke nna talented. I'm working at the city of Tshwane for HR. I'm reporting to Opel. You understand? That's what I told him.
You telling who?
No, the introduction when the minister was doing all this is a resident from Amaskra, but he's also working.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
Yes, I understand.
So now, for CNI, I isa go miko. Ne, who be intuition and go miko. There was this one who stopped the mayor to enter Jubilee Hospital. The mayor, when he came in Jubilee Hospital, I'm not sure, but it was around 10:30 to 11, somewhere there, because Nigili will go TV. Mara, introduction ya Timberforce, higher. Uira esifingari, I was there because of I'm a former ANC member. You understand? So yena he was thinking more nakitletsi di politiki, kanti kitletsi community, residential, le batho ba tlhokofetseng. I would even lost my uncle. Wa bona hore he ke fuwa dismissal ka mo ba itse re uncle ka o tlhokofetse Opel twice. So ho bile le thakathakano fela mola ya hore nna ke tsere certificate sa Opel ne ka spare go status ne mara he ke kubiwa a ke kubelwe dilo tsa city ke kubelwa ntwa status a ke tswa ntlhalwana hore ke beile something go statusing ke beile ke this is Mashiane Mashiane ke 1 2 3 ne mara Mashiane ha e bona ntwe ho bolela mang ho bolela ngwana o ba re ke boitumelo ke bone it's either ke boitumelo of one of the barging one of the those banach ke my intern. Yeah, interns. One of those my interning. So because of bona ba itse gore okay boss now they think gore he ba bolela he ke ngwetse something ba nya go tsena fight ya ka le e be lo re yena are no ke rile ko Meiko. This guy onna Maskral, he has a right to attend there. He's also affected. He's residential in Amaskral. It's not like gore ke tlile ko Amaskral ka tla treat ba rona le crisis ya metsi. No, ke nna Amaskral. Why tshwanetse ke fold the arms tsaka ke bona gore my community are dying day by day.
So the reason I want you to take it step by step is because at the end, I want to ask you what was on the actual charge sheet. What was the city accusing you of, and what did they find you guilty on? Because you've got your shop steward there. Yes. So at the time you come there, you explain, so they don't bullshit you in a way. Yes. You tell them exactly who are you and how involved. So you are a resident of Amaskral. Yes. So you receive this bad service, and you also work in the city, and you clarify who are you, so someone may not think you are something else, and then that upsets your bosses in the city, and you are called to the director's office, and he says you spoke to Fosi, who's the MMC. What happens in that meeting?
In that meeting that we had, my former boss said to me, your name only came in Meiko. And then I was so surprised. Ne? But did you spoke to him now? Spoke to him, key introduction. Like we came here, you want to know who I am, who is he? That is the introduction. Then full stop. I'm residential in Amaskral, but I'm also an official in the city. Now the gentleman take me and put it in the Meiko as if like I was there for political part because of I was a member of the ANC by then. You understand? So, if you want this thing, come quilling at it. Eriki clearly keep on or Iacoca. A who instruct you a Geraltishinga. Or you must deal with this one. And he's reporting to you. Dealt with him. That's what he was told at the Meiko. Now he's been told by a political party. Now I've never been hired by the political party. I've been hired by the seat of Tshwane.
Yeah, I want you to understand. The reason I want to understand is who saw you at fault. Because from what you are saying, there's nothing wrong. And when he was asking all of this thing, did he point fault on you for doing something?
He did not point me any fault, Opel. No? What he said, what I understand on this thing, you are not on duty, and you are residential in Amaskral. Being an official, it does not affect her when I must attend community things. I'm a human being. And then, if some of the things that... So, in that meeting, that's what he wanted to hear from the horse's mouth, face to face. And he understood situations in Amaskral summits. Or I've been fighting with the former councillors, with the former MMCs about the water of Amaskral. Because you can't claim to be a leader. At the end of the day, your people are dying, and then when I are folding your arms, we are just getting some...
I want to take step by step. So your name having been mentioned in Meiko by Temba Fosi. What was he saying? What was he saying about you?
Temba Fosi, when he said, I was pushing politically interest. Ne? Now, though nine of us the agreement that we said, he wanted to hear from me. Or why? No, legi mmoja gore ke nna thang. A ke nya ke gore the body ka tsa ba re no motho la se John. Ke thang. Wa nthola. That's why ke re ke nna thang. Residential from Amaskral.
Okay.
I'm bringing the minister.
Okay. Now let's
the
speak.
Minister wanted to know who are in Roval because of...
Please remind us who was the minister.
The minister, Mahlobo.
Okay, Mr. Mahlobo was in charge of water and sanitation at the time.
Even now,
okay,
he's still in charge.
All right.
Because
so
of Agri, it was him, and then the other one, Abamut Hussein, Bamiseko Spodising, Barkima. Yes.
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 Yeah,
Ke
okay.
Yes, but the minister o na bolela mo go tlile nna ke boletse le mahlobo ile na afiwang direction from
Okay.
the president office gore tshwanetse ba thusane le masepala le city because of city ire a ina.
All right, it's fine. Then let's talk about the actual HR process. What was on your charge sheet?
On my charge sheet, it was 14 things to the junior, 14 charges. Then that's why the fight between me and my boss started. It tells me that he's in the wrong office. He's in the wrong office by doing so.
Okay.
Because the first thing, if now I'm late, I'm coming at work late, he must call me, sit down with me. So more charge sheeting, nearly dilo tsenshi mara did repeat. That's what the chairperson said. Dilo say that they repeat to 14.
Charges were to 4.
Yes, no chance it's a 4. The chairperson
the presiding officer of that HR process said this disciplinary hearing like Drega by taking 4, like multiplying to 14.
Yes.
So this is actually 4.
Yes,
he reduced them to 4.
Yes.
And then on these 4, do you remember them, or do you want to tell them which charges stuck and you were found guilty on?
The charges that I still remember it was a late come.
Okay.
Or they must check because here tloka go tshwana re tloka ka monwa and that thing it's got nothing, it's my personal thing. You can't just go and ask for monwa or it's any na so everybody highlighted to go merego latela ka 5 minutes 10 minutes, you call your boss, you explain to your boss or I'm late, it's a convoy, ba tlhalanya situations sa maskrala sa transport. Now mo charge sheeting ela nearly late comer ko hore ke tsere certificate sa opelt ka se go status opelt ntwe ne ke bere go status nga e bona. And then if ke chargewa ka dilo gore ke dilo tse lore ke tse di motlhalonyanya ka tse lore nga sule ke dilo betse gore he ke chargewa ka issue status why tshwanetse ke chargewa ka ntwe lore ke beile mo phone, it's a personal between nna le wena. I get then dealt with me ka this matter outside work, don't dealt with me got inside work because of even if neki nale late come, then I must have after hearing first
so of all the 4 charges that you gave me, you're saying the first one you are contesting, are these the ones that you were found guilty on? These 2?
Those ones whom they are claiming.
Sishoka, which one was he found guilty on?
Charges found guilty on all of them.
On all 4? Okay, sharp. So Arkwan. So the first one, Ori, because you were late, you were contesting it because he did not speak to you. He did not have a one-on-one with you to tell you.
Reporting to him.
All right, it's fine.
Yes.
Let's put it aside. And then number 2, you think when you take his certificate and you put it on your status for everyone to see, you think you're not defaming him, you think you're not acting him, you think you are not embarrassing him, according to you?
According to me, when I put that thing on my status, because of ikrile hore nenzene ira like utlule ka ona ka 2020 because he was hired ka 2020 mara go ntse ne go bolela gore motho o lo busy mo protector wena motho o kwa tlhango teng ana qualification ko atlang go teng na ke re akitse mara it come from somebody e re berekang le ena ko kae from HR.
Let me see if I understand. So you put a certificate for his qualification. You were trying to prove that he was appointed before he had the certificate. Is that what you are saying?
What I'm saying, the certificate that he was
having,
it was not qualified for
the job that he
has. And also again, it was a certificate is original. It was something like police station and affidavit. That's what my concern was.
What do you mean by that?
I think
Can I show you an example?
I no, don't show it here because I agree you are still contesting your dismissal. So you are saying in a way, King, one certificate
Certified
of
copy, like this is to certify that Eric Sishoka
okay,
is an
but-
expert of negotiations and the like. So a certificate is a different document. Honale maybe I can do affidavit.
okay, but hold it here. Let me understand. The position that he holds, according to you, what qualification must he have? A diploma?
You must have LLB.
you must have a
Okay,
of that office that is
of that office.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
You can't be director without a LLB and maybe without a matric level. You
So you guys are thinking he does not have matric and
that is bogus certificate.
on that thing, yeah, metric and so on. I remember gore motho la ha hire city ke city o hirile ke city akere ha hira ke political party. Remember gore and at the age ne of 57 getting that office, I'm still asking myself because that office was supposed to be Nketeni's office. Akere if I'm not mistaken. Ke Nketeng no tshwantsa tsene mo. So ba mad. But then sa opeled. After opeled at least Sean.
But it's a show.
Yeah. So I'm just giving you this scenario because of that's what I know. And I was working close to so akakuba ki city ki kubile ki private lawyers. A junior. Ukuba ki private lawyers. City ira ena cheleta. Ya ufa ba bereki increase. Wangu.
hey, I'm hearing you, but I'm not understanding. Are you saying the city outsourced services of a legal company to come and represent the city, or
No fair.
a law firm hired by the city to come and fire you? And isn't it ER or employee relations where they're supposed to? I don't understand.
We've got two unions in the
Yes.
city, which is Imatu and Sam.
Yes.
Those are the people that must look after us because of we are paying them. Ne? Now, they turn this thing to be a political thing. Ne? So,
But you were meddling in politics, you understand?
no. But what I'm saying, I'm giving you this example because it's said on how I was being fired.
Yes, but all I'm saying is you do understand that you attacked them politically. I'm not saying it was wrong of you. I'm just saying you do understand the matter that you were dealing with. It was a political matter because, for example, Hammanskraal issue is a service delivery issue. You come from Hammanskraal.
political.
Yes, and then because it turned political and you were fighting them on that political level, that's why they felt touched in their studio that these guys are better politic. So I'm saying when you say it turned political, don't make it as if when you were neutral.
No. I
Yeah,
understand you, but
okay,
again, now I
sharp.
was speaking as a residential.
Yes.
And then it was wrong for them between the ANC and the DA.
I know.
32 people died. One of them is my uncle. You understand? And why is it the sad part about this Ntate Mashira? O hapeletswa go tlhabiwa COVID. Ne re hapeletsiwa gore because we are permanent.
It's mandatory.
Tshwantse o tlhabiwe. And
No,
that thing
fela
isn't-
re ska e bitša ka leina.
Yeah.
So ba le gapeleditse gore le tlhabe for bolwetse bola. E ke re o ska bo bitša ka leina la sekgowa. YouTube a e rate re le bitša ka leina. So ba le gapeleditse gore le tlhabe for mokgohlane ole.
Eh, wa dikgomo.
And then Bello, what's going to happen now? For how many were you? Or all permanent employees?
All permanent. Even my bosses, I went with them when Rotlabiu.
And when now feel out that thing, but would dirische yona under duress.
Yeah, because of I get I'm permanent. If I was a contractor, I was not gonna do it. I was not even because of my family, they were refusing. Ashinki ba itlaban. Yona ashinki ba yirantu.
Unyaka justice, you know.
Corona alone, I had no choice because remember I'm a human being. The union, the people who were representing me, they fought and the fourth things is Barry, even if you want to deal with him in this way, we can't just fire him without suspension. The city start with suspension before it goes to the suspension. First warning, second warning, third warning. I've never received such.
So no written warning, no verbal warning,
nothing.
No one-on-one.
Yeah, good like in
all right, it's fine.
Yes.
But were you given opportunities to explain why you shouldn't be fired?
My representative was the one that was speaking.
Because I want to go to him. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Were you given that opportunity?
When I was supposed to be given an opportunity, the chairperson, I'm not sure, it did not came. Mara, they've never heard my side of my story. They refuse. And they keep on pushing them that you were listening to the employee. Why are you not listening to the employee?
Okay, Sharp, let's hold it there. Let me bring him back. Sishoka, when you believe you were targeted because you represented Tammy in his, I don't even know how to put it, in his case. Yeah. You believe you were targeted because of that?
Yes, get targeted because of not your affair.
Okay.
Again, the issue ya protect a collective agreement.
Okay.
Ka over the voice of the voiceless in the city. Rena as workers, only complain or only click. Then alternative over a formal way of complaining. That is to use a grievance procedure. That is in the collective agreement.
Yeah.
So, he utlisha that grievance than batoma o level last snacks. To feel now you are in a wrong office.
Yeah.
Utlisha that particular grievance. Some leukari accompany because the grievance are collective. Again, qu'est-ce que gafitla ka kwa? Fitla bare utlile ka matarbeta. Again, utlo ba bereki ba chaba.
So you were sold by your employees who wanted you to go and speak their matter, but a safe side, so we know you can
some
go.
of them because yo mongwe ona o rekilwe ore a tla provoke re bule ra tsamaya court the guy wa accuse ka o matter. Remember nna ke bethi motho ke pallwa le go bola khogo tane nka betha motho ka ndra ye buima. So I konahale. So ke accuse in my case.
Okay.
Ibile ore ke hanne o tsamaya mo hostel ya mere.
Okay, hold it there. No, hold it there because I want to bring it step by step.
All right.
When you were okay, let's start here. What is the reason that they wanted to evict you from the city hostel?
Lebaka ke lona le la grievance. The initial problem.
Did they give you in writing to say evacuate the room that you are occupying?
Yes,
the suite?
They've sent letters.
Okay, that letter, what did it say?
Letter nere fella ke vacate hostel.
The reason?
Because a ke sa berekela bona ka ilo re bona ban classify ore a ke sa bereka to their department of water and sanitation ke tshwantse ke boelle ko environmental management. And
okay.
Remember o ka se
no before you go there and so rutsana no is it true vele gore that hostel where you were residing in it's hostel for water and sanitation and then when it's not true and you were contesting that?
Yes.
Or you believe you believe or you were targeted deliberately?
Yeah.
Or because of you are refusing?
Because target to
yeah. So no.
That is the initial target.
Yeah. So no. Because can you refer?
Yes.
What was on the charge sheet? Ke refusal to vacate.
Charge sheet ke refusal to vacate. The number one, number two, ke aure ke betile motho.
Okay.
Ke betile fellow employee.
Okay.
Fellow colleague. And fellow colleague, on the day ba ipikile ngore ba tla re ke metile ka lona. Ba sa tla mereko. He was not at work, I was at work.
Wait, hold it here. They say in the church, they say you assaulted your fellow colleague at the workplace.
Yes.
But Diana, he was not on duty on that day.
He was not on duty, and someone signed for him.
And then you...
Permission ya supervisor. Supervisor ilo shy.
All right, sharp. R1. So, was it only 2 charges?
Yes, it was 2 charges because the number one in a count 1 and count 2.
All right.
So it's 1 charge.
All right, it's fine. Which one were you found guilty on?
All of them.
So if you refuse to vacate, wa kubiwa? Or ya go kubisha ke ya o betha?
Because I couldn't even appear before the hearing. Barile ba samfile charge ka tlhaelo ke lehu ko hae mama ka tlhokafala. So remember ngase protect lehu ngase protect mereko ka o abstain from lehu la mamaka. So ke tshwanetse gore ke shiane le ko hae.
But did you notify them that you've got a bereavement at home and you cannot attend?
Then I couldn't. I was not stable. Then
Okay.
I believe
Okay, se sharp. Okay. Okay.
So what is happening? I was shocked.
Yeah, all right, it's fine. But how soon did you come back to them to say, ke kgopela hearing because at the time it coincided with my personal problems, I could not attend. What time did you come back?
It was around 20 something because
No, I'm saying the dates. How many? 5 days? 8 days?
Appeal 16 October.
Oh, okay, yes.
It's another 2 weeks or a week. That's what it is.
Straight open.
All right, it's fine. Maybe you're not answered. You're not getting my... Yeah, let's put it this way. No, let's put it this way. It's fine. In the appeal, you raised that issue. I was not in my honor self. So you are raising the question that procedural fairness was not there in your dismissal.
Yes.
And you are still on that case.
Yes.
All right. No, I understand where you guys are. So in closing, what do you want or who do you want to come out on these matters? Because you understand in the podcast, we can't finish everything. And there are issues that you cannot put clearly because you might defame people. And so who do you expect? I spoke to SACP, I spoke to ANC, I spoke to, I think, Action SA. We spoke about people who were dismissed. And I think at some point, it was a campaign where people were saying, we also want to fix in the city. Who do you think must assist you?
The only person who can assist here is the city manager. If the city was understood what they are doing. Remember.
Is the city manager not involved?
The city manager, we are reporting to him. I'm
Yes.
working the city. I'm not working as a contractor. Because of the mayor is there for service delivery. The city manager is there for the employees.
Yes, I understand.
Yes.
Has he had the chance to listen to your stories?
I once spoke to the mayor.
Which one?
The current mayor, when he was always attending the crisis summers. She's a good person. Personal. Ne? I think if in your action is maybe is any collection do anything, I think not the progress.
Okay.
Botswana.
Yeah, hold it there. If I want you to ask the question to the mayor now, or the person that you think should assist you in the city, in 1 minute, what would you say? Because they are clearly going to say, I'm going to take this snippet and show it to them.
I wish the mayor can feel what we are feeling because she's the hebare mosadi tshwara thipa mo bahaleng re na le member khonte mme Nasiva ke Nasiva yone yeah
na CP Moy
na CP Moy kore the trust tsa babereki tsa Tshwane hona beno di ko bona because of what they were fighting. They said the workers, they were not even having a say ka issue increase, so they promise us hore this is what the workers, they must come back. Even the deputy mayor promised that the workers must come back because of this fight. It's ama ka EFF intsene ilwela babereki and so on. We don't know, boom, he was no kra office, he was no kra barking bu MMC I sabolela ka, but chairperson wa action is he was the one who was saying this, or the workers were being oppressed and so on. Remember that we are not working the private company, we are working the government. Molorere men na sipiwe re kopela gore mme re tshepetse mo wena, re kopela gore at least o lokishe taba tse o di check gore di statile bjang ra itse gore o re no bofa mme because of city hanging na le city manager lore o khono focus mo dilong dilo tso tsotlhe tseng ke disting. If the city manager was honest with us as workers, the employees of the city, ngere se mo seemong se re le mo sona.
All right, thank you. Sishoka, you've got your 1 minute to seek intervention from the city, whether political or administrative.
So na nege kopela maybe the mayor to intervene. Why? Because ekilibeleji ke trauma o se saba le kholofelo ko city manager. Why? Because ke ngwadile communication yenchi ke romela ko city manager hore I intervene ka re di problems tse di le ko water and sanitation. Instead ya re na intervene ke mogile o ka krea opel tampo ja re wena soka, we cannot assist you because you escalate issues to the city manager. So kabona ore okay e romela the documentation.
No, don't tell me a story. I want you to tell them or unyaka ba assist.
Usiwa yena o report ore betana batho ba le bontša ore a libereki in your offices. So that's why ke bona ore the only person you akatla wa assist is the sitting mayor. And lena aske atla ka issue ya politicize the issues.
Okay.
Are to say administratively so alleviate pain ya motho he are subject to non-payment.
All right, it's fine. Both of you, in short, do you blame NUMSA how they handled your dismissals?
We blame some.
Sorry.
Municipal workers union. I assist Babere.
We are in this because of them.
Instead, they are wrecking union.
All right, no. Machine political incorrect. Please tell me what you feel about it. I don't know where to go. How will a political party handle a political issue? Because these are not the only dismissals that were handled in and around that time. There were other dismissals. Other people are getting joy from the dismissals. What is different? I don't know. Tell me what you feel. But for all administrative reasons, what is that you can help them with? Is it a case of being personalized, or it's a pure HR process? But I'm hoping that process have not ended. We'll see where it gets. I'm dumbfounded. HR, machine politically incorrect.